Did you ever think that maybe you talking is the problem when it comes to getting women to want you? Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And a lot of guys fixate on knowing what to say or saying the right thing. But I'm here to tell you that maybe you could afford to shut the fuck up for once and make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear when silence is your friend when it comes to being more than friends with women, or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so there was this one time that I went to like a singles night with my brother in New York City, and there was this guy that I was like eyeing all night. Super fucking sexy, eyeball fucking across the bar all night. And I was like, oh my god, when's this guy gonna talk to me? He's so fucking fine. And then as the night was ending, he finally comes over to me. Oh god, I've told this story before. Okay, you probably know it already, but he finally comes to talk to me, and this is what he says and how he says it. Hey, what's up? How are you? What's your name? So I was like watching you all night, and I just thought you were like so hot. You're like really hot. I bet like everybody here is talking to you. My name's Jim. What's your name? Yeah, no. Have you met anybody cool yet? Like, what do you like to do for fun? So yeah, suffice it to say, sparks did not fly from that moment with that fella. Because a lot of times, and I'm gonna explain the 3 reasons why you should probably say less, is because it's not about what you say, but how you say it. And I don't mean to just be confident in the things you say. I mean knowing how to use what's going on between us to your advantage. So let's talk about the 3 reasons why silence will be your friend and why you need to desperately self-evaluate if you're not getting the women you want. Because a lot of times it's the guys who are like, no, I can carry a conversation. I can talk to anyone. Or even, I have no problem approaching girls. It's just I don't know what happens. If you have no problem talking, that I'm telling you right now, your problem probably is talking. So the first key concept I want you to bear in mind is that sometimes talking will look like an overcompensation. Let me explain. Like the guy in the example I gave, it was like, bro, fucking chill. I didn't even get a word in. And I've had so many clients that overtalk women because the terror they have towards a possible awkward silence is just so overwhelming. They overcompensate by talking too much and then talking her completely out of the conversation and interaction. Let me ask you something. If you're spending the entire time doing fucking this, when are you gonna get to know me? How are you gonna get to know me? How am I even gonna be a part of this dialogue that you're hoping to have with me when you are monologuing the entire time at me? I get it, you don't want an awkward silence, but I'm telling you, you awkwardly pummeling her with nonstop words is worse than an awkward silence. Now, the second key concept I want you to know about silence is that in the silence is when we get to feel things. So if you're aware of my 3-step process to sparking attraction and chemistry with the women you want, you'll know that flirting is simply insinuating the concept of us. So if you sit here and you plant that seed of togetherness with me, let's go back to my not wearing pants example. I'm not wearing pants, Jessica. How about you? Oh my god, I'm also not wearing pants as I film this YouTube video. And you're like, Jessica, look at us not wearing pants on this afternoon. And then shut the fuck up. Give me a chance to let that sink in. Because we women are always in our fucking feels. If you plant that idea of us by simply saying the words we or us or ours or our, what we do is we attach feelings to that word. Those words are already so emotion packed with us. So once we hear it, we think we, and then our emotions come flooding, and then we're like, oh wow. But if you won't shut the fuck up, you don't give me time to water that seed that you planted. Does that make sense? A lot of times once my clients get to this point where they are making connecting statements, they get so nervous that she'll know they made a connecting statement that they will talk over her being able to even acknowledge that it happened. But if you let us sit with that sentence, sit with that togetherness, you'll give us the ability to feel it. And that's what we need, is to feel something from you. Now, the third key concept I want you to understand about silence is that you constantly filling the space makes you look try hard. However, if you force me to fill that space, what you're doing is getting me to match you. You're getting me to invest just as much as you. And if I'm the one who breaks the silence, what it does is it puts me in this place of chasing you for conversation. If I'm the one that breaks that silence, what happens in my brain is through cognitive dissonance, I then convince myself that, oh look, I broke the silence because I must be the one who wants this conversation to keep going. So again, it's one of those things that cognitive dissonance, sorry, for those of you who don't know what that that is and don't feel like Googling it or ChatGPTing it right now. It's essentially when we make a decision, our brains eventually catch up later to convince us that we actually wanted to make that decision. I always give this example of, you're between the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, and you're like, I don't know which one I want. Go Lambo. Then the second you choose the Lamborghini, your brain is going to start to convince you that that was the best decision. It's going to start talking shit about the Ferrari. Well, you know what? The Ferrari doesn't even make the 812 anymore. So why would I even do that? You know what? Lambos are just cuter. I don't know, whatever your brain will tell you, but your brain will subconsciously back you to make you feel good about your decision. So if you get me to fill that space, my brain will then catch up and be like, hey, no, we wanted to do this. It's okay. It's because we want him. He's a good guy. That's why we're doing this. Does that make sense? So again, for those of you, I'm pretty much talking to the guys who won't shut the fuck up here. And if you are a little bit more of the silent type, don't worry. Most of the clients that my girls fall for tend to be the guys who are on the quieter, more reserved side, because they just happen to be saying the right things and letting it sink. They're leading, saying the right things and letting it sink. Whereas the guys who are like super chatty Cathy, they're the ones who need to be reeled back really hard. So if you want to know how you're coming across to the women you want, don't forget to take my free quiz, jessicajdating.com/quiz, where I'm going to tell you just how attractive you are to the women you want based on how you are communicating with us. Because again, it's the guys who think they're like, oh no, I'm great at conversations, I'm great at talking, that are the ones that are like really fucking it up. So see how you come across to the women you want based on what we actually find attractive when it comes to you men. Be mindful of these 3 ways. Silence is the better way to go when it comes to your words. And thank you for watching. As always, I will see you next time.